Hey, welcome to the Attic Mana Dad here. Gonna stay off camera because I just got out of the shower. You don't need to see that. But it's day one, hour one of Lost Caverns of Ixalan. The pod is filling up fast. I'm gonna give this format a try here. First time for everything. Oh, we got one of the lands. I don't know if it's correct to take these right off the bat. Black-red, I think, is a decent color pair. People feel like white-red may be the best. But, of course, it's very early in the format. It looks like there's lots of powerful late-game things you can do. Obviously, a land that animates could be very powerful. The fixing is mostly in red instead of in green, it appears, in this set. So that's another reason to maybe favor red early on here. You can try to do the most powerful things. 6/6 that makes each player sacrifice 2 creatures is interesting. We got the signpost for white-green here. The 3/3 opponents can't cast spells on your turn whenever one or more creatures with power greater than its base power deals combat damage to player draw a card. That's very good. That is almost enough to make me want to switch here. Thing is, green-white is maybe considered a little lower power. They power up the signposts for the ones that are a little bit lower power. White-black is a sacrifice theme. Here's the signpost for it. Okay, our uncommon. So it looks like the rare is missing. Not a lot of signal here. We do have 4 uncommons. Not sure what is up with that exactly. Not every pack is supposed to have at least a land, but there's the compass gnome here that will help make sure we get lands on top. I'll just stake a reserve on that. A 1/2 that can be a 2/2 haste could be good if we're going black-red. Let's see. So this just wants you to play artifacts. I do like the deconstruction hammer. Or we just get a big green dinosaur. Something to be said for just taking big green dinosaurs. Okay, well, we took the compass now. It's day one of the set. I'm not going to get everything. Returning a creature to the battlefield tap seems pretty good. A lot of white cards. Here's the white removal. Petrify, pretty standard white removal. There's also this, which can exile a creature, and it costs 3 less if it's tapped, and it's instant speed. You can remove something before it hits you. Plane cycling Soaring Sandwing. I kind of like getting a white card in this pack. Looks like white might be open, based on this pack anyway. Not a lot of white cards. Enchant Artifact. Make something a 5/4. A lot of map tokens running around in this format too, so that will be something to look out for. And
what are you doing? Hey, let's go the map!
Well, this thing that attacks and makes a treasure could be okay. It is not haste. Just a 1/1 vigilance. It seems good. This thing that wipes out maps could be alright. 2/4 that untaps. That's pretty strong. 4 toughness is super strong. Again, white seems to be open. And we do have a cave, a bit of a cave payoff there. We take the fixing, take a white card. I think if we are going to be white, we're going to want the plane cycling, I think. Hard to know. So here's our signpost for blue-green. Which it just wants to explore, and it can help ramp you. A 2/2 that can tap stuff down. Not thrilling. We got a cave here. That again can fix. Or just removal that's splashable. I think I'll take the splashable removal. Not exactly a fast card, but we do have Restless Vents. And there's another Sandwing. Discover 5 with this. Discover means exile until you hit something with mana value, whatever the number is you're discovering, in this case 5 or less, and you can cast it without paying. Mana cost doesn't hit the Soaring Sandwing, which is sad. Maybe just take a red 2-drop. Would we rather have Burning Sun Cavalry? That gets a bonus for dinosaurs. This gets a bonus for being tapped. I think it's better with maybe in the white-red. And it's an artifact. We'll take that. A lot of artifact synergies in the set. Okay, well, add 1 mana of any color to cast a dinosaur spell is tempting. But I think you got to take a Braid. This has got to be one of the top commons. It's kind of crazy that we're getting it pick 7, so that's a pretty strong sign to move into red here. Pack 1, it's almost wheeled the whole table. And pick 8 now has gone through the whole table. And we can deal 2 damage, or the greatest power among dinosaurs we control. So I think we definitely want to be red on this table. The signs are pretty strong. Sunfire Torch. You can sacrifice it to deal some damage. That seems pretty decent to me. There's yet another Compass Gnome. And this flipping into a land. Not bad. Again, we get this dinosaur, or we get this is great ramp here. Search your library for a basic forest, or you can return a cave, which in the late game is pretty strong. So I think maybe, and there's red removal. Lifelinker could be good. Have to go hard on caves if we were to take that. But it is splashable. But we're gonna just take the solid removal in our color that we want to be. And there's the Sunfire Torch or the Hexproof. Some people are down on this because it costs 2 mana to give the Hexproof. I think being able to give your creatures +1/+1 is also pretty good upside. 2 mana seems like it could be pretty decent in the format. Kazlem's Stone Tree. Look at the top 6 cards. You can put a land onto the battlefield tap, so there's more ramp here. You're almost always going to hit something with that. And so we would love the Burning Sun Cavalry. We also want the Volcano, though. Cave in our colors. And we get Breaches, a 3/3 first strike for 3. With synergies for pirates. It's going to either make a treasure token or make a creature that can't block. This is a great card. Makes us want to go more aggro, I think. Red X aggro, that's what we are. How aggro are we? Do we want to take a +2/+2 and destroy an artifact? But I don't think we'll take that over a Braid. Not going to let a Braid wheel the table. +2/+0. What is this? It dies, you can pay 4 to discover 4. I think that's more, you want that in a sacrifice deck. This is good in the late game. We get to the late game, just start popping out gnomes. But should I just be taking... Maybe I should just be cutting red. We might go mono red. But we'll feel good about it because we've, been protecting our stuff here. Wanderglyph. 3 target creatures can't block, discover 4. So how easy is it to descend? Is the child of the volcano somewhere you want to be? I think we just want lower drop creatures and we got some removal at the top end. Maybe wheel this cave. Rumbling Rock Slide. Well, 3/2 trample. I mean, there's no downside to that. I'm going to take that over the Rumbling Rock Slide. I'm feeling like we're red something aggro. We've got a little bit of removal, cheap removal in white, plus a little bit fixing for white. Green, we've got ramp. The curve is nice and low at the moment. Doubling up Discover triggers seems pretty powerful if we were built around that. Probably just take the Mountain Cycler. This cycles. I think I'd rather have the cycle for a land, or good in the late game too, sacrifice a land to draw a card. Pretty good top end for a red deck. Could still be on the lookout for black cards. I think the only color we've really written off here is blue. Hope is going to be better in a red-green deck. Abuelo, Ancestral Echo. 2/2 Flying Ward 2. And it can blink stuff? I mean, if we end up red-white, that's probably worth splashing, although here we got Deadweight. For an aggro deck, that's more important, probably. I did just say we're counting out blue, pretty much. Vito's Inquisitor is a sacrifice outlet. If we're red-black, I don't know if there is a threatened effect in this format. There's just a solid 2-drop. We also got a Dinosaur Gnome. That seems pretty good. Oh, man. Maybe didn't need a 4-drop, though. The Dinosaur Ramp's good. This Descend 4. Pretty solid 2-drop. It blocks and then it hits hard once you've descended enough. Compass Gnome to hit land drops, or Capybara. I guess we'll take the Compass Gnome. And there's the white-green card. Oh, but this is removal. Instant speed removal, too. That's pushing us towards green, and then we can get a green cave. But the trample guy is good, and the up to 3 creatures can't block. And we're not playing blue, for sure. All I can say is that we're red. I don't know. I feel like we've protected black, white, and green pretty well. Green is not looking the strongest, other than, well, we got the Huatley's Final Strike. We can take a Runaway Boulder. I don't think we'll play it, but it does cycle for 2. So that's a Descend trigger. It is an artifact. And Staggering Size, our final pick there, so boding well for green. Okay, well, we get a white mythic. Ojurtak. That seems pretty fun, right? Like, okay, I guess we're right. We're white-red now. Ooh, but then we get the dinosaur. The hasty dinosaur. Blade Master. We're probably going to control 2 or more artifacts a lot of the time. So that's a decent 3-drop, although I think we're pretty good on 3-drops. Maybe not. We do have breaches. We just take the Blade Master. Okay, we get another white-red. Let's go white-red. We won't completely give up splashing this Ray of Ruin in black, but let's see. Calamitous Cave-In. That's a real build around. I don't think we're there on the caves, although we can pick up a white cave. Or we just get removal. Gotta take the removal, right? Eat your vegetables, right?
Vegetable. You son of a... Eat your vegetables.
And where are we at now? 2-drop. Pluses something up. That's pretty good. Got the Captivating Cave. That's pretty good. Any of these black cards, just check quit real quick if they're splashable. I don't think I want to splash any of those. And Guardian of the Great Door. I feel like this is very... Oh, I kind of want to play this. It puts us deeper into white, and we're passing 2 removal spells. I guess we could technically get 1 back. It's just a fun card. It's day 1 of the format. I want to play something. 4/4 flying. I mean, can you imagine if we can get this going? We do have a decent amount of artifacts here. We don't run the Runaway Boulder. Plus it seems like we're losing to a lot of top-end threats. Huh. Okay. We can take a 3/1 haste that gives other stuff haste. That's pretty aggro, and it's an artifact. And it taps. 6/5 trample. This is pretty good, but I'll take the gnome, I think. Just because it also works with what we just took. Guardian of the Great Door. I mean, even if you're casting this on turn 4, right? You cast white, tap 2 mountains and 2 creatures or artifacts. 4/4 flyer on turn 4 is very strong limited play. And it's either the contested game ball great if you're ahead. I think we'll take it. I don't know if we're going to run it. It's another fun card, though. Very, very good commander card. Yeah, we can take a Blade Master here. And with the splashable green card. That's a pretty strong card for a... Consider splashing that. I don't think we have the best way to... We could splash black with the Restless Vents, but... I don't think we maybe do. With all these heavy white things. What do we do with the Compass Gnomes? Spyglass. How good is this in this format? Lots of artifacts. Yeah. It wants us to take the gnome. I think we'll just take the gnome. And do we take this gnome? Do we get 1 Ancestor's Aid? I mean, a 4/3 that gives something else menace is pretty good, but we have too much the Spyglass in the thing, and then giving us reach. Okay, Sunshot Militia. And we get an Ancestor's Aid anyway. I don't know about you. This looks like it could be a 15 land deck. I guess the theory crafting is you play 18 lands with caves, right? We have one cave, though. We got a lot of cuts we got to make here. So, removal. I think we can lose one Dynamaton. Don't need that many 4-drops. Removal, 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 removal. I like the Sunfire Torch. Maybe, do I like it better than the Tomb Raider, though? Goblin Pirate. We have a little bit of pirate synergy somewhere, right? More about the artifact synergy. Okay, oh yeah. So we got Breaches is pirate synergy. Blade Master is artifact synergy. Let's cut one Blade Master and one Hotfoot Gnome. If we cut one Mountain, one Plains, then we're just down to one cut. Now we got these Compass Gnomes to help us hit our land drops into the deeper, into the curve, and also the Mountain Cycler and the Plain Cycler. Making tokens. Do we have anything that makes tokens? We have at least Breaches making treasure. This makes a treasure. This taps on artifacts or creatures. Activates only as a sorcery, but you can do it the turn it comes down. This wants to be tapped. What would we cut? Kind of inclined to cut the Tomb Raider. How many creatures do we have? 17 creatures. I think we could cut the Tomb Raider. Sunfire Torch. It's good to have stuff to put it on, but I think between all this stuff, I mean, this is make a pile for combat tricks. So this is our creature curve. Yeah, I'll cut the Tomb Raider. Maybe it won't go so aggro as before. Alright, well, stick around. Make your predictions now if you're on YouTube of how many wins you think it's going to get. And we'll get to the matches. Playing some Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
We look great. Love for us.
Is that an ad? Get out of here.
No. Oh, put it up there in my chair. I did. So I found my...
I was reporting some spammers on my Twitch. Okay, well, very slow hand, but we can plane cycle and maybe hit Odor Tack. Try to keep it. Mostly playing this as a 6/6 Vigilance. That dies into being able to come back. Hunter's Blowgun. Look out, we could have an aggro deck here. They have a Sunshot Militia. And they can tap it in the Hunter's Blowgun, but they opt not to. Oh, okay. We do hit the Dynamaton on curve. Question is, do we cycle the Sandwing? I guess we don't have to decide necessarily. I will tap this. Reach out and touch face. If we equipped it, then we could have given it Menace next turn. We could have hit for 2. Still think we plane cycle here. Hitting the Oger attack on curve could be pretty good. We do have to deal with this having Death Touch, though. We got that problem to worry about. They've spent their whole turn now. Oh, and we get another cycler. We can have Menace. If they can't drop another creature, this Dynamaton is going to be hitting hard. I kind of don't want to Mountain Cycle next turn because I'd rather just hit that 6th land naturally and play both of these. Double threat would be nice. This thing though, this is great. This is common. No blocks. Okay, I guess they're not playing a creature. They seem to be a bit mana screwed.
No! This thing is eating my hand!
In other words, how long of a screw is necessary?
Screwed.
They might have a braid. Decline. They don't have a braid. A braid kills this whether or not it's 3 toughness because it's also an artifact. So. Compass Gnome. Okay, they're going to hit their next land drop. Let's see if they'll trade the Dynamaton. I could kill the Compass Gnome, but I'll decline. I want to see if they'll double block here. And what do I play? Do I play Ogertak? I feel like red is hard. They're going to get white. They do double block. Guess I could have played this and given it haste. But instead, we'll just hit them for 2. They're at 7 now. Next turn, play Ogertak, give it haste. They've got removal, they've got to use it on the Monster Soar. Opponent just got unlucky in not drawing lands, I think. And what's going on? Are we winning with Dinos?
I always wanted to be a dinosaur. I made my arms short, and I roamed the backyard, and I chased the neighborhood cats, and I growled, and I roared.
Bingo. Dino DNA.
The point is, don't lose your dinosaur.
Okay, opponent plays a Hotfoot Gnome. Let's see if we can attack before they scoop. Opponent, are you there?
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Ah, they scoop. All right, well, deck looks pretty good. We got getting one or two more games in before I. Okay, well, this is a definite mulligan. We get our Guardian of the Great Door there. This we can keep. We might want to keep the Monster Sword a cycle. We can lose probably one of these 2-droppers. We go first. I say lose the Sunshot Militia, maybe? They do nicely for our last game. Keep 6. Lose Sunshot. Tap land. Triumphant Chomp. Here we can cycle this and chomp. Suppose. We don't hit a land. They don't give us a good target for the Abrade or the Chomp. They played a Promising Vein, which they probably just want to sacrifice this. Oh, okay. So we could do a Compass Gnome. I'm going to attack here, though. I think we just sift the Compass Gnome, because, okay, we hit our land drop anyway. The sorcery speed, unfortunately. We would have liked to be able to Ironclaw Aspirate. And put it on the Wanderglyph anyway. We're just gonna crack the Promising Vein. Let's find out what else they're playing. It's green.
It's not that easy being green. Having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
Okay, so we can just petrify that dude, or we could abrade that dude. I guess if we cycle here, what's the best use of the mana? Probably the abrade. So let's cycle. Oh no, we let mountain cycles. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Mountain cycle. Gonna abrade this fool. And I think I'll decline. Sorry. That's a Cat Warrior. So Triumphant Chomp still only deals 2 damage. They play a Tinker's Tote, which makes 2 1/1 gnomes. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good card. Do we just zap a gnome here? We keep this land, just filter. Just filter this land. We might wish we had double white, but there we go. We get it anyway. Don't block. One more and we can discover 4. Sacrifice gains 3 life. Pretty good card, and that's common. Captivating Cave. That can be sacrificed to grow a creature. They just get back. Okay. Well, I think we still just want to get in with the. Would we? I don't really want to sift removal, so. May have been correct to Cosmium Blast that on the inevitable block. An attack of it. This thing's gonna get out of hand real quick. They petrify our 3/3. They must have a 1 black combat trick here. Do I get it out of their hand with the Cosmium Blast? I kind of want to save... Well... Or they want to descend, right? Let's see. See what they're trying to do. They're just trying to descend. Ah. The descend does not trigger off of tokens. I don't know if opponent realized that. We can tap. We will decline to discard. Get you for 1. So this is the downside of Petrify, right? Because the white decks have... Red and white decks have things that want to be tapped. Okay. Well, this thing is going to be a problem. 5/6 Dinosaur. What do we hit? We hit the Belligerent Yearling. Suppose we won't tap here. Yeah, we will. And it's going to be willing to take a big hit from the Spike Tail if they want to attack with it. It behooves us to have them leave it open. They do have this thing to gain 3 life coming down. That's going to start scrying. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Huh. Do I sacrifice the Wonder Glyph? I guess I do. Potential value. Oh, I think they feel safe attacking for 6 here. Maybe they don't. Ooh. Okay. Guardian of the Great Door. Does leave us from doing the Cosmium Blast. 1, 2, 3, and 4, I guess? Like they got removal for it. Oh, wow. Nice off the top. Give them a nice for that. Way to draw your removal right off the top of your deck, opponent. That's not to craft. So we'll kill and trade, I think, here. Pretty deep doo-doo if we can't get rid of that Spike Tail. This is a solid counter too, right? Oh, we're 1 off from the Sandwing. This is just going to drain us to death in 3 turns. Let's go plane cycling. Maybe we hit something good. That's really got us over a barrel here. And kill that. Dump that. But okay. It all comes down to discovering off Hidden Volcano, I guess. What do we hit? A Braid. Well, we can destroy this. Now we can chump the 5/6 one more turn. If opponent draws dead. Cavern Bat, that should probably be enough. Yeah, we hit a land. GG's. Okay. Ran out of gas with that one. Let's try it again. Opponent really top decked critically to stop my 4/4 flyer. That at least could have been a good blocker there, and we could have traded out to get their 5/6 and stayed in that game a lot longer. Well, here's our 4/4 again. And we can Compass Gnome to get another planes, so I'm liking this. Bartolome! Is that worth killing? I guess we don't have this. This doesn't kill it right away, so we just go take action. Make sure we're hitting the double white. Bartolome. Everybody's playing this Tinker's Toad. I think we know the common of the set. Maybe it would have been correct to play the Wonderglyph there. I'm going to decline to search now. Even if we can trade with Bartolome, we'll still have 4 things to tap to play Guardian next turn. Or we can play Dynamaton. It seems like a good idea. Roaming Throne, okay. Got the rare here. 4/4 Ward 2 is no joke here. No blocks. Instant speed, no tax. This combo, the Tinker's Toad and Bartolome, is so hard to deal with. Can certainly sack a lot of things. At least it only puts the +1 counter on Bartolome. Okay, they sack that artifact. Get rid of my 4/4. That's not nice. I guess I'll lose a land. No blocks. Getting beaten down. They're down to 2 cards in hand, luckily. Now I could force them to sacrifice some stuff to Bartolome here. Question is, do I? Oh, no attacks. Possibly better to do it on blocks. This seems like a kind of hard to beat. You either have an answer for this or you don't. Great. They can make Bartolome huge. Don't know why they wouldn't. I think I just attack with the gnome and throw 2 at that guy, because making him sacrifice it to Bartolome is at least something. Oh, they didn't. Only as a sorcerer or something? Yeah. They have this cave that they probably activate if they drop a land. So Bartolome is potential 5 toughness, 6 toughness. Don't really have good blocks on it. They're not attacking with their 1/1s though. If they're just going to hit me for 2 a turn, it gives me more chance. This is where you need the thing that deals 1 damage to each creature. Maybe that is a legitimate main deck card. Okay, they discover for 4. Hit something bad, please. Market Gnome, okay. Gain a life and draw a card when he dies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just all block on this, it looks like. They're going to sack their whole board. They're only going to sack 2 things to kill my whole board. Maybe that was a bad block. I don't know. Our 6 drop off the top won't do it because we're at 5 lands. So we gotta hope for like a 4 drop off the top or something. Bartolome. Definitely sacking the Market Gnome. Really no downside to that. Okay. Well, they sack more than that. They do, okay. I don't think they're playing this correctly, but yeah, I calculated 7. You can make 7 toughness, but I still I would get my guy back too if they did all the way to 7 toughness, and your Bartolome does not survive. So the correct thing is for them to stop sacrificing here, but they don't seem to know that. Okay. I don't know why they're sacrificing everything. I guess they want to... Maybe they got good stuff in hand and they're like, yeah, we'll just wipe his board. We can deal with that 4/4. Weird. Okay. Cave crawler. They wanted stuff in the graveyard, I guess. 1/3 death touch is pretty annoying. Crew that up if they want. I'm blocking it. I want you to draw cards every turn. They dead weight there. Okay. Are they out of ammo? Woo! And we need another land. Hope they dead draw. Dead draw. Dead draw. Ooh, yes. Okay, we've got Cosmium Blast to protect us now. The minecart. Go to 5/2. That discovers 3 when it dies too. Yikes. I guess I'll take out the card. This will block the 5/2. I just need to hit a land off the top. And I don't. Okay. We're in dire straits. Top deck battle. Oh my goodness, two of the worst draws in our deck. And if we'd gotten this last turn, we could have at least made the treasure so we could have played this. Alright, good game. On to the next. Now we're getting really unlucky here. I think we have to send this back, right? I mean, if we hit a red mana, we're in good shape. When it goes first.
There should be no risk management. Study risk-taking, not risk management.
Risky business.
See, it was always there. We knew that. Okay, up against blue here. Barazka Puzzle Door. The Send Machine. Ukenbach. Turn from your graveyard to the battlefield. 6/4 Vigilance Menace. Yikes. And they chart a course. Classic Ixalan card. Galactite Stalker. Do I play the Blade Master? That's just gonna grow, right? So I guess we gotta just blast it. So what does this do? Whenever it attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts or creatures if you do discover 3. Seems pretty good. Stupid cave crawler again. I guess we'll hope they don't have removal. Yeah, I'm not blocking that thing, so may as well tap both of these. It's got to send 4, so they can just draw a card. This is uncommon. Looks like a pretty good uncommon. Definitely felt like a must-remove threat. And another Death Toucher. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I'm going to reach out and braid that, and then I'm going to have to... What does this guy do? When it dies, they can pay 4, and it can self-sacrifice. I just need to play the Blade Master, then I can get the trigger. Ooh, they got the Abuelo. They got the Abuelo. And they got Throne of the Grim Captain. They're self-milling. Interesting. I think I still go for the Discover trigger here. If they double block, I can kill the 2/1. Yeah, nice. Maybe a little bit extreme waste of the Cosmium Blast, but maybe not. Yeah. They got blown out there. So far white-black looking pretty good. That's what's given us our 2 losses. Wait, one more game here. It's probably past my lunchtime. Ooh. Did we keep this? We did the risky keep last time. Opponent goes first again. I think I mulligan this. Because the chances of getting to Guardian are pretty low from this hand. I mean, if we rip a mountain off the top, then we Sunfire Torch, and then we're good to go, but it's not the thing, so, okay. Lose the Ancestor's Aid, I guess. We don't get a creature to put on the board, but we get some... Oh, we do get a creature to put on the board. Iron Paw Aspirant. Cool if this was a Dino. They get a Diamond Pickaxe. They must have just drawn that, because they didn't play it turn 1. Or no, they played a tap land turn 1, right? Alright, we'd love to hit a land off the top. We'd love to keep ripping lands to get this on curve. This will be pretty good if we can stick it. Tapping 2 things is pretty... They don't attack there. Land off the top is great. Diamond Pickaxe is indestructible. Problem is they start attacking, they make treasure. I really want a Hotfoot Gnome here. But I think I'm just supposed to Triumphant Chomp. Equip the Sunfire Torch. Have to get something ace, but... Decline. They got another Hotfoot. Mountain cycling. There. I better tap. You never know how the auto tapper is going to wreck you. So, and leave open the Cosmium Blast. Do I just throw this at the gnome? Kind of want to keep that around to be able to tap it, right? Famous last words, they play something, give it haste here. Ideally, it's something we can Cosmium Blast. They're giving him a chance to equip, make a treasure. Breaches, okay. That is a good... Oh, they don't give it haste? Weird. Very strange. Fine. We'll just pretend we didn't read that it has first strike. They're not falling for it. So I think they pretty well know we have Cosmian Blast. Goodness, and the Signpost uncommon. Treasure. We'll take that out with Extreme Prejudice. Well, maybe we should have waited for that trigger. They might have put it on Breaches. Ancestor's Aid, eh? I'm gonna take out the gnome. Well, they got some kind of trick. They're looking at the pickaxe. Flash, okay, so they can give that a +1/+1. Are they going to give my thing a minus? Okay. Ancestor's Aid won't save that. They got us there, the Cogwork Wrestler. But we too can have a 4/4. Problem is they pop that pickaxe on their Captain Storm. Captain Storm is a 15.5. Need to draw our pacifism effect off the top. They got 3 cards in hand though. You're in Trubadubs. Okay. Blocks, but that's just going to grow very big. They have removal for the Caparakti Sunborn. Looks like they do. Nope. Okay, they got a blocker. Oh, we hit a land. Guess we'll play it. Maybe it's not worth it to play it. I think we just have to double block on here. It looks like they have removal, so we're just toast here. Yeah. They got us. Okay, well that is Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Looks to me like a very swingy format. A lot of big bombs. Removal is very important. And did I have fun? No. Did not have fun in that match. Opponent, I had to play on a mulligan, and opponent top deck better than we did. Yeah, very swingy format. I think aggro will be good. Hard to say, but stick around. We'll be posting a couple more drafts here in the coming days, and then we'll move on to doing some constructed and playing with these cards in standard and explorer and maybe even historic. Who knows? So thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Manadad, reminding you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.